Hello everybody, welcome back once again. We are playing Jade Empire. Of course, this is a closed fist walkthrough. Just about to head on into the tea house. Let's do it.
Good, you're here. We can continue where we left off before.
You've got unfinished business with us first.
There are important matters at hand, yet you fellows keep interrupting. I'm surprised you're this eager to get another beating so soon.
This time we brought some friends to even up the odds.
Wait, even the odds?
Leaping tiger.
I think they make us busting through the table. That's awesome. All right, so here, there we go. All right, so we've got improvised weapons here, which are very funny, obviously. They don't last forever, but they're pretty strong. There's a couple of places in the game where you can get these improvised weapons. Really? I'm kind of surprised that guy hit me from that far away. Oh, this guy's immune. Like the ringleader.
I'll improvise.
There we go. There's a so you can do the hams or these like table legs.
Too slow.
Got him.
You certainly look like Lee's top student, though there's something odd about how you fight. I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't matter. The sailors won't bother us again. We can get back to business. Sun Lee gave me instructions to await you if anything should happen. I have prepared for this day for well over a decade.
Are you saying Lee knew he'd be kidnapped?
The full extent of what the glorious strategist knows is beyond my mind to comprehend. He is without peer. All I know is that I had instructions to wait for you. Sun Lee asked me to seek a piece of a special amulet he wanted you, his prized pupil, to have. It was broken apart and scattered when the Spirit Monk Temple fell. He intended to, and I assume he did, give the main piece to you. Rumor placed a smaller part with a fleeing apprentice monk, but it had been some years and the trail was cold.
So you searched for the rest of the amulet?
I eventually learned the monk had fled to Old Tien's Landing. He was there a year or so, but died of lingering injuries and was buried with his possessions unsorted. It was rushed at the time because the new dam was due to close and Old Tien's would become a watery tomb. The amulet was beyond reach, so I came here and waited. Now the Lotus assassins have drained the lake and exposed the ruins of Old Tien's Landing. It seems they are searching for this piece of the Spirit Monk amulet too.
We should go to the ruins and try to find this amulet piece.
Yes, Sun Lee intended you to find it. I was to tell you about it if anything happened to him. It was the last order he gave me, and I have waited years to fulfill my duty.
Let's see. Yeah, what if my flyer had functioned properly? You'd have waited for nothing.
I choose to believe that my service was valuable and vital. You would have come here eventually. The amulet would draw you at least.
Alright, fair enough. I want to ask you some questions.
My assignment is to give you information to help you acquire the amulet. I will gladly answer whatever questions I can.
Can you tell me more about the amulet?
I only know that I had to find the piece I was tracking. I did so. It is in the ruins. You must find it before the Lotus Assassins do. You will need it to help your master.
Alright. How do I get to the ruins?
The gates leading to the ruins are locked, but Minister Shang can give you the key. You can find him in the town square, the highest point in Tian's Landing. I suspect the minister is eager to have someone investigate the opening of the Great Dam. You can use this as an excuse to get the key and explore the ruins.
Can you tell me anything else about the Spirit Thief style?
You are wise to ask. It is a difficult but essential skill to master.
When should I switch to Spirit Thief?
Spirit Thief is always useful. It is common to get run down or injured during battle, and you can tire yourself even further concentrating your chi to aid yourself. When you are feeling such a drain on your resources, switch to Spirit Thief, and each successful blow will restore you slightly. The drain will not hamper your opponent, however.
Do you have a favorite tactic you could share?
If you power through an opponent's guard with its strongest attack, it can briefly immobilize an enemy. During this, you can concentrate and increase the restoration. If you use that time to attack with another style, be careful. Your opponent may not be as vulnerable as they seem, and one must never be overconfident of victory.
Let's see. I want to ask you something else.
My assignment is to give you information.
Let's see here. Do you have any idea where I could find a new flyer?
Pirates have raided local villages using flyers, swooping down like locusts. Minister Shang said he would stop them, but his promises have done nothing. You can find Shang near his still smoldering office in the center of town. I'm sure he will welcome your assistance, even if your reasons are your own.
Tell me what you know about the water dragon.
It is said that the water dragon is the shepherd of the dead and a symbol of life and restoration. Beyond that is philosophy and not for a soldier to know. As you see, I know little about the celestial powers. I knew less before Sun Li asked this service of me. I thought such beings were beyond physical assault. I was mistaken. I don't know how the attack was made or what blade could cut the heart from a god, but I do know that any man who would attempt such a plan is arrogant beyond imagining.
Okay, I think that is it. I have a lot ahead of me. I should go.
Remember, go to the ruins and claim the amulet before the Lotus Assassins do. You will need it to survive the trials that lie ahead.
Okay. Oh man, I love this guy's name. 3 Sheets Dutong. Just freaking amazing. Take that, you piece of shit, Jar. Alright, let's talk to old Mother Quan.
Hello, young one. My name is Quan, but everyone calls me Old Mother Quan. I'd like you to call me that too, okay? Welcome to my tea house. Oh, that's not right. No, not anymore. Sorry about the confusion, dearie. What I meant to say was, welcome to Master Dutong's tea house.
You used to own this tea house?
Yes, I owned the tea house for many, many years. At least I thought I did. But then Master Dutong came to town with that imperial writ. Oh my, wasn't that a shock? Turns out his family owns this land. They have for hundreds of years. The land is his along with everything on it, so now he owns my tea house too. He was nice enough to let me stay on here as a helper. I steep the tea. Yanwan takes the orders, and Master Dutong, well, he mostly just drinks his wine.
You didn't know he owned the land when you built the place?
No one knew. This was just an empty patch of rock for hundreds of years. Who would have thought the Empire had deeded it to anyone, but Master Dutong came along with his writ.
Did you check the writ to make sure it was real?
Now, why would I do such a thing? I can't even imagine anyone being so horrible they'd forge an Imperial writ. No, I'm sure the land belongs to Master Dutong.
Let's see. I'm gonna speak to Dutong about this.
That is very nice of you, my child, but what could you do? I would love to have my tea house back, but it belongs to Master Dutong now. You can't argue with an Imperial writ. All this talk is just the rambling of an old woman. Put it out of your head and enjoy yourself. It may not be mine anymore, but this is still a fine tea house.
Okay. Let's talk to Steeper Yanru.
Hello, greetings, welcome. My name is Steeper Yanru, and I'll be... No, that's not right at all. Idiot! I'm Barkeep Yanru now, not Steeper Yanru. I'm sorry about that. I still can't get the hang of this new position. Sometimes I wish old Mother Quan still owned the tea house so things could go back to the way they were.
I'm going to talk about Dutong and his Imperial writ.
That Imperial writ has caused us no amount of grief. Mother Quan lost her tea house. Waitress Yanwan is busier than ever, and I spend all day giving out foolish advice.
Give me some advice.
Sure. Just remember, I'm pretty new at this. I'm still practicing. Let's try this one. Every bureaucrat knows a tree grows toward the light, but a rock grows not at all.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. Dutong just had me memorize a bunch of wise sayings. None of them make much sense to me. Maybe they'll sound better if people drink the wine.
That makes sense. Tell me about Dutong.
I shouldn't speak ill of my boss, but I don't trust him. Maybe it's because he's not from the town. He just showed up one day with that Imperial writ and took over. That Imperial writ has caused us no amount of grief. Mother Quan lost her tea house. Waitress Yanwan is busier than ever, and I spend all day giving out foolish advice.
Did anyone ever see the actual writ?
Mother Quan saw it, though her eyes aren't too good. Most of us didn't bother to give it a look since hardly anyone in the town can read anyway.
Right. I think the writ was a forgery.
You mean it wasn't real? That means Mother Quan should still own the tea house. Problem is, Dutong's already shown everyone the writ, and now he's got it locked away. If you're right, he'd never bring it out again. There's no way to prove he cheated Mother Quan.
Oh, maybe I can make Dutong confess.
That might work. It would probably help if you get him drunk first. That's something I can help you with. Dutong's always having me send over wine. Usually I mix it with water so he doesn't get too drunk too fast, but I could start sending it to him unmixed.
Get him drunk and I'll get a confession out of him.
It won't be quite that easy. I've watched Dutong for quite a while, and when he's drinking, he usually goes through 3 stages of drunkenness. Dutong gets very friendly when he starts to drink. You might get a confession out of him then, but I doubt it. He's not really all that drunk at that stage. Usually after about 7 bowls, he slips into depression and sorrow. He complains about how his life is worthless and what a bad and sinful man he is. Not a pretty sight. By the 9th glass, he starts to get paranoid. You can't really talk to him then. Usually around that time, I try to slip a restorative potion into his glass to sober him up.
You can make him sober again?
The restorative tastes pretty foul, but it does the job. Works instantly and makes a man sober as an imperial judge. Dutong's guard keeps a vial handy at all times, just in case. The guard gave me a few vials so I could slip them into Dutong's wine when he starts to get paranoid. Keeps him from getting out of hand.
Alright, I'll be back in a bit.
Good. Go speak to Dutong. If he's not drunk enough, or if he's too drunk, come back and see me and I'll mix him up another drink. We'll get him to admit he's a cheat and a sneak. Then old Mother Quan will be back in charge, and I won't ever have to give out another bit of bad advice.
Oh, man. Alright, let's see what Dutong has to say.
If you want tea, have a seat. The serving girl will be by directly if I don't fire her first in useless formation. I should have replaced her the day I took over this tea house.
You own this tea house?
I am 3 Sheets Dutong, proud owner of this quaint little tea house. I recently acquired it from old Mother Quan, the elderly lady steeping tea over there in the corner.
I want to ask you some questions.
You want me to throw this troublemaker out in the street, boss?
Don't be stupid. You saw what this man did to those sailors. He'd leave you broken and bleeding on the floor, and I have no one to clean up the mess. Forgive my guy. His intentions are good, but he's a bit slow on the uptake. I'd love to answer your questions, but that would interrupt my drinking. I'm afraid that isn't exciting.
All right.
Yes,
Goodbye.
go away. I haven't even started to feel the effects of my wine yet, and you're already giving me a headache.
How dare you? All right, let's.
You should speak to Dutong. See if you can get him to confess to cheating old Mother Quan out of this tea house.
Yeah, we're gonna get him drunk here. Let's send Dutong some drinks.
No problem. We have two sorts of wine here. Peasant's wine and Imperial seasoned spirits. The peasant's wine is pretty weak, but that's usually what Dutong drinks. The Imperial seasoned spirits are a lot stronger. One bowl of that is worth 3 bowls of peasant's wine. And if Dutong gets too drunk, I have the restorative to sober him up.
All right, let's give him some Imperial seasoned spirits.
1 drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
All right, 1 more Imperial seasoned spirits.
1 drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
And the last one is some peasant's
1
wine.
drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
He's wasted. All right, I'll be back in a bit.
Good, good. Go speak to Dutong. If he's not drunk enough, or if he's too drunk, come back and see me and I'll mix him up another drink. We'll get him to admit he's a cheat and a sneak. Then old Mother Quan will be back in charge, and I won't ever have to give out another bit of bad advice.
All right, so he's at 7 now. Let's have a chat.
What do you want? You come to mock me? Come to laugh at the tragedy that is the life of Three Sheets Dutong?
Let's talk about that writ you showed Mother Quan.
No, not the writ. Let's not talk about that. It's my secret shame. The thought of that writ brings tears to my eyes. It tears at my poor, miserable soul.
All right, let's intimidate him. Tell me the truth about that writ, worm.
Yes, I'm a worm. A filthy snake. I'm a worthless, wretched worm. Oh, I'm a despicable person. A bad, bad man. The writ, it's a fake. A forgery. I made it all up.
Boss, what are you saying? I better sober you up.
Oh, I hate that restorative potion. Oh, that stuff tastes like vomit baked in a glaze of goat hair and garnished with a sprinkling of horse dung. And now I have the strangest memory, as if I... Oh no. Did I say anything to you, stranger? Anything about, oh, I don't know, an imperial writ?
Yeah, you told me it was a fake.
What? No, I never said any such thing.
I heard what you said, Dutong. I knew you cheated Mother Quan out of this place, and now we have proof. You can't get out of this now.
Ah, I see what you're after. Oh yes, Three Sheets Dutong was not born yesterday, or the day before that. Indeed, we are speaking the language of commerce. I will give you a great deal of silver to keep this little secret from getting out. Lots of silver for both of you, if you keep quiet about this.
I don't know, Dutong. I could really use the silver, but Mother Quan is such a nice old lady, I'm just not sure what to do.
Give us the silver, Dutong, and we won't say anything.
Yeah, okay. I guess that's a smart thing to do. Give us the silver and we'll keep quiet.
Here you go. Yes, yes, take it. And now, I consider this matter done with. Now please go away. I have a pounding headache.
I can't believe you would do that. Sometimes I wonder if you and I were trained by the same master at all.
I mean, to be fair, at this point, we could literally just go tell someone else. Or at least tell someone else how we got the truth out of him, right? Alright, let's go up top. Alright, here's Rue.
I may be drunk, but that doesn't mean I am a drunk, because I'm not. Well, just a little bit. But I'm brave, too. I'm going to go close the Great Dam and save the town. I'll be a hero. That'll show them. Well, that'll show them all. I just need another drink to get my courage up. Wine! Someone bring me more wine!
You've been saying that for 3 days, Rue. Minister Shang's already looking for other people to close the dam, and you'll look a fool after all your boasts.
I doubt that man could open a door, never mind a dam.
Savage.
I may be drunk.
Did he just say the same thing?
I...
Yeah, he does. Okay. Alright, well, we can't get his help quite yet, I guess. Probably need to speak with Shen first. Let's talk with Yan Wan.
I swear, if one more person complains about how long it takes to get their order, I'm going to quit.
Okay.
Look at these town folk glaring at us. It ain't our fault we're stuck here. That waitress is a fine-looking wench, ain't she? Doesn't like sailors much, though.
Wow.
I heard the ruins are haunted by the ghosts of those who died in the flood.
It's totally true.
I asked Dutong for a job, but he's too cheap to pay for more than one waitress.
Sad.
Do you mind? I'm in no mood for company given my present state of despondency.
Who are you?
My name is Yaru, though some of the locals disparagingly refer to me as Yaru the Sailor. You see, I am predisposed to seasickness, ergo I despise the water. Yet I suffer their verbal slings and arrows with nary a complaint. It is just one more misfortune to pile atop the great heap that buries me in misery.
Okay. What's wrong?
I am at the stage of my life in which I long for companionship. A wife with intellect and refinement comparable but just slightly inferior to my own. Unfortunately, this town presents scant opportunity for a suitable match. Seamstresses, barmaids, peasants. I may as well marry the harlots selling themselves in the street.
Well, maybe your standards are too high.
Or perhaps everyone else's standards are far too low. I shall not allow myself to be saddled with a marriage of convenience. Not when I deserve so much more.
All right. I want to ask you some questions.
I understand your desire to seek elucidation from one whose vocabulary is elevated above the grunts and squawks of the general rabble inhabiting this town. However, I'm in no mood to converse with you, not while my heart bears the weight of my great burden.
Okay. What burden is that?
I am at the stage of...
Okay, he just says the same thing. I'll be going now.
Well, perhaps we shall speak again if you ever tire of the braying and neighing of these barnyard animals.
Savage. All right.
Leave Zhang alone.
Zhang, you can't stay up here forever. This isn't your home. You need to come back with me to the farm.
No. Zhang not want to go home. Zhang doesn't want to see orcs.
It wasn't your fault. It was an accident. I need you back at the farm. Now let's go, Zhang.
No. Leave Zhang alone, or Zhang get angry and smash things.
No. Please don't, Zhang. I'll just go over here and leave you alone. What? Oh, hello there. Don't let Zhang bother you. He's really quite harmless. He's just a little upset right now.
Who are you and who is Zong?
I am Dong Ping, Zhang's employer. Zhang works on my farm, but the other day he accidentally killed one of my oxen. And since then he has refused to come back. Some of the patrons here are unnerved by his size. I'm worried that if he doesn't leave with me soon, the owners may take matters into their own hands. If he gets hurt, or worse, I'll be ruined. I can't run the farm without him, but I don't know what else to do. He won't listen to me.
We'll make sure he leaves.
You will? I must warn you. Zhang is, well, he's very strong-willed and very strong. I am grateful for your help, but please, be careful. Zhang the ox carrier came by his name honestly. I would hate to see him hurt you, or anybody else for that matter. Speak softly to him, and you should be okay.
Speak softly. Carry a big stick. Alright. Because in this case it would be carry a big fist.
Go away. Zhang not want to speak to you.
Let's see here. Why are you so upset?
Zhang kill ox. Zhang too strong, too rough with ox. Zhang not want to hurt ox. Zhang only playing. Now Zhang cries for ox.
Tell me exactly how it happened, Zong.
Ox like to play with Zhang. Ox like it when Zhang throw her in the air and catch her. Zhang missed. Zhang dropped Ox on her head. Ox is dead. Ox was Zhang's friend. Zhang killed a friend and now Zhang is bad.
Alright, I don't care about your dumb ox.
Ox not dumb. Ox was smart. Ox's brother is dumb. But now Ox has no sister. Zhang is very bad.
Alright, let's see here. Get out of here or I'll kill the other ox myself.
No! Zhang won't let you hurt Ox!
Alright, so I went with this option because I want the experience from killing Zong, obviously. Oh yeah, take out the old guy. I assume that guy probably can't be killed. And this guy's got a ton of health. Speed's too good now, he can't even get an attack in.
What have you done? How will I run my farm now? It's bad enough with things the way they are in town. Now I'm surely ruined.
Thank you for getting rid of that thing. Business is bad enough without that ogre scaring away my customers. Here's a little something to thank you. It's not much, but it's about all I can afford these days.
Yeah, thanks, Ding Dong. That gets you a little bit of closed fist points. Go kindly you, Sean. I remember him. Alright, here's Chai Jin. Let's have a chat with him. Alright, so he speaks Tao Fan. Well, hello there. Sorry you just caught me in the middle of eating. Ha, who am I kidding? I'm always eating. What can I do for you? Who are you? I am Chai Jin, master cook and a master of enjoying the fruits of my labor, as my sizable girth would suggest. You've never had food like mine before, I'll wager. It's too bad that people outside my home of Shangdang County cannot seem to stomach the delicacies that I prepare. They truly don't know what they're missing. I was recently at the Imperial City, and not one person there could eat so much as 2 of my dishes. Such weak constitutions, all of them. Why don't people like your food? Food from my county can have some unusual effects on people. For example, this dish of roasted cow heart sautéed with bile of leopard has a particularly nasty effect on one's constitution. Other dishes like my monkey's brain stew can still have a negative effect on the workings of the mind. Still others can deplete one's spirit. It can be quite dangerous if you eat too much of one type of food, or if you are particularly weak in certain areas of your character. I'll try your food. You're a stout one, aren't you? But let's make this more interesting. If anyone can eat food, but can you eat 3 of my dishes, do you think? Give me 300 silver to cover my expenses. If you can eat all 3 dishes in a row and stay on your feet, I'll give you back your money and you'll have none, or you'll leave none the poor but well fed. Alright, fair enough. Here's your 300 silver. Remember, though, these dishes tend to take a little out of you. I will describe the dishes that affect constitution first, followed by those that affect the mind, then spirit. Of course, I'll eat along with you, so you'll know it's safe. First, we have roasted bear heart, monkey brain stew, or shark spleen soup. It's fresh shark, mind you. Alright, I'll test my body's constitution with the roasted bear heart first. You survived that well. You must be quite healthy indeed. Now the next 3 dishes are a bit more potent. Be careful what you choose. We have pickled haunch of deer, served with brown beetle paste. What? Cold eagle eye soup and jellied eel stuffed with fermented seaweed. Take your pick. I'm sure I can keep my mind focused. Let me try some of the eagle eye soup. But your mind is racing. Presence of mind is astounding. And so we move on to the last dishes. These are some of the most notorious recipes in Shangdang County. Choose wisely. We have boiled ox testicles smothered in a succulent cream sauce, curled porcupine bladder in clabbered rat's milk, and raw alligator eggs served in warmed goat's gall. Alright. I'd like an alligator egg, please. My spirit will be fine, I'm sure. Fantastic. 3 dishes and you're still standing. You are the first person outside of Shangdang County to ever consume that much of my cooking. Couldn't possibly keep your silver after such an excellent display of digestive fortitude. I will gladly give you back your 300 silver, or we could make this interesting. If you are really daring, I have one last dish that I haven't eaten. Well, I haven't even had the nerve to try myself. I'm sure it's safe, I think. Well, there's no telling how it might affect us. Alright, tell me more, I might be interested. This new dish has no name yet, or at least none that I can pronounce. I learned it from a loud, annoying foreign man I met in the Imperial City, who we will meet later on in the game, I promise you. The ingredients are very rare, and it costs me quite a bit to procure them, especially while I'm stuck in this quaint village. I'll need another 300 silver from you. Of course, if you survive this final dish, I will gladly reimburse all your silver. I may even have a few treasures that I could part with. Alright, here's another 300 silver. Let me try it. Excellent. Now, if you can, try to describe the taste to me and what it does to you. And remember, this is for posterity, so please, be honest. You survived. What I wouldn't give to have you around my kitchen back home. Simply astounding. Well, how did it taste? What did it do to you? Alright, let's see. It was... So you want to lie here if you're going closed fist. It was less painful than the other dishes. You should try it. Really? Well, maybe it would be safe for me to try. Just a bite. Well, here goes. Well, that wasn't so bad. Definitely different. I can see why someone might... Oh. Alright, we'll loot the body. You retrieve Chai Jin's purse and a glowing gem from his corpse. Alright, and there you get the bronze tongue. Alright, let's take a look here. So the bronze tongue is 4 charm, 4 intimidation, and 4 intuition. Often used by magicians and charlatans, this gem gives the wielder persuasive skills that would make a man sell the shirt off his back for a pittance. Speaking with ease in any role, the wielder finds the hearts of others malleable and easily swayed, but particularly skilled individuals can see past its magic. Can we do... Oh no, we're still at 3 out of 3. Okay. Alright. We can't really do anything with Kindly Yushan quite yet, I don't think. Let's talk to him, though.
Can't you just leave an old man in peace?
Who are you?
I'm nobody important. Nobody at all. And I have nothing to say to you.
Talk to anybody I want.
Why are you bothering me? I've done nothing to you. I'm just a tired old man trying to drink his tea.
Fine, I'll go.
Just leave me alone.
Alright, so yeah, he really does not want to open up at all. Alright. So we just got some more sailors up here. Alright, that's pretty much it for the tea house. Let's head out. We the brave. So brave, so courageous. Just some peasants here. Let's go back up. Random sailor, an urchin.
This is bad. Oh, this is bad. River dried up, pirates everywhere. This is worse than the long drought.
Get on with your day, youngster. We're just passing time.
Don't tell me what to do. Flawed warrior gem. Okay. Here's Old Way.
Hey, what do you want?
Who are you?
I'm Way. Some call me Old Way, but that's because they don't know Old Chan. If I'm old, he's ancient. He's at least a week older than me. Of course, we're both pretty old compared to most of the people in Tien's Landing. Why, most of them don't even remember what it was like before the flood.
Tell me about the flood.
18 years ago, Emperor Sun was young and flush with success from ending the drought. He began public works all over the empire, including the Great Dam downriver. The workmen came and started building it near our town. We were not engineers, and so we were not sure what it would mean. Some worried that it might flood us out. Most were unconcerned. After all, if there were any danger, the Emperor would tell us, surely. Well, one day, the Great Dam was finished, and the floodgates were closed.
What happened?
The town flooded. We took what we could and fled. Mothers ran about screaming for their children who'd gone out to play. Children screamed for their dogs. Some folks climbed to the roofs of their houses and refused to leave. We survivors straggled upriver. Some collapsed from exhaustion, but the water kept rising. I carried a boy and a girl, and I saw another boy fall, but I couldn't carry him. Finally, I fell over too, and when I woke, I found the water had stopped rising.
He's like a hero. All right, go on.
The Great Dam had created an enormous lake, and we settled our new town on the banks. The lake completely covered the ruins of our town. Life went on, but no word ever came from the Imperial City. No warning, no explanation. Did we displease the Emperor, or were we just beneath his notice? I will never know. The crewmen who manned the Great Dam would come to town sometimes, but they knew no more than we. I will go to my grave, never know.
No one here will talk about the ruins.
The people started a new life here, but there was much pain and sorrow. Conversations would trail off. At night you could hear women sobbing, and not a few men. Finally, people stopped talking about the past, and then they refused to talk about it altogether. And eventually they pretended it never happened.
You never sought revenge for the flooding of your town?
You look like you know how to fight. You look like you can stand up for yourself, so you don't understand. We are villagers. We farm and fish. We live at the mercy of the gods, nature, and the Emperor. If one or all of these masters is kind, it is good. If one or all choose to be cruel, well, There's nothing we can do about it. We just have to get the fish hauled in.
So I saw the ruins on my way here. They aren't underwater.
A few months ago, the Emperor's engineers and soldiers left. They just went off in the night. Soon after, the Great Dam opened on its own. There wasn't anyone around. The water drained, revealing the old ruins. And underwater these 18 years. And now they're back. I don't know what made the Great Dam open. Some say it was ghosts. They say those who died in the town don't want to be forgotten.
Why hasn't anyone closed the gates?
Oh, we don't know how. We're simple people, and the Great Dam is not a simple thing. They say there is magic involved in its construction.
Right. Oh my god, you peasants deserve whatever happens to you.
I don't know that you're wrong, but everyone has to make their own choices. Pray you never have to make some of the choices I have.
What choices would those be? It seems kind of dark. It's a beggar.
Pretty.
Stop, thief, come back here with my sword.
Put that sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Sheng to suffer such insolence.
Is that it? You're just going to let the thief walk free?
And still poor Minister Sheng suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing of justice. Where would I put the lout? My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters.
Alright, let's talk to Merchant Chu.
Ah, I see the glint of intelligence, nobility, wisdom, consideration, and piety in your eye. A fine day to you. What can I sell you?
It's a lot to see in just a glint.
Well, I make my living by knowing people. I can clearly see that you are of the finest sort. That is to say, the sort with silver ready in hand. Could I interest you in some seed? What about a pitchfork? I have hay as well.
Do you sell wind maps?
I'm afraid I do not. Just a few years ago, you could find wind maps everywhere, although only the rich needed them with their airship racing. Recently, the wind maps have disappeared. I know that when the Emperor's men left Tien's Landing, they took all the wind maps with them. There are those who say, but it is not important.
Let's see here. Tell me.
Some say that Death's Hand is collecting all the wind maps and destroying them so that only he and his minions may travel freely about the Empire. However, I do not believe such talk. I believe firmly in the goodness, kindness, and wisdom of our Emperor and all those around him.
Okay, well, this guy's ignorant as fuck. So no one has wind maps besides Death's Hand?
I suppose there may still be merchants in the Imperial City who have some, and they were once so widely available that there must be some here and there. But I do not have any, nor do I know anyone who has one.
Then let me see your wares.
I have the finest selection of seed, I carry excellent baskets, wonderful fishnets, and superb boat scrubbers.
Do you have anything useful, like weapons or magical items?
I have a cloak so warm it's like a weapon against the cold. I have a scrubber so good that it cleans like magic.
You don't actually have anything I'd want, do you?
I am glad to hear you say what I was thinking.
A completely unfair assertion. After all, who wouldn't want a basket so big you can carry 2 babies in it?
I'm done speaking with you.
Very well. When you're ready to spend, I am ready to sell.
You can keep your 2 baby baskets, sir. Alright, let's chat with Merchant Chung.
Konio Nuyu.
Let me be. An honest merchant used to make a good living in this town, but those drunken sailors have stolen most of my goods. I have nothing to sell you. Dude's rocking like a bunch of weapons right in front of us. What have they taken? Most of what is missing is perishable items, grain, baked goods, fruit. There's little chance of getting them back, and they're hardly worth the effort. The only thing I'm really upset about is a clay figurine. Yesterday, Tong, one of the sailors, took it. There was nothing I could do to stop him. The figurine isn't worth much, but it belonged to my mother. I wish there was some way to get it back. Is there something I could do to help? Normally I would look to the local officials to help, but as you've seen, Minister Sheng can do little about these sailors. Nobody in town can help. They're just simple villagers. Tong knows he can do whatever he wants to me and get away with it. Alright, is there some kind of reward if I help you? If you convince Tong to return my mother's figurine, I'll give you a discount on all my merchandise when it arrives, I promise. Wait, he doesn't even have the merchandise? Alright. Let's see here. We'll ask something else. Of course, Honorable One, what is it you wish to know? Tell me about Sheng and the Ministry of Harmony. Minister Sheng is the Ministry of Harmony's representative here in Tian's Landing. The ministry normally oversees the collection of taxes and distribution of justice. But with the problems that have been plaguing the area of late, he cannot do his job well at all, though I would never say so to him. Where is the Great Dam? The Great Dam is located beyond the haunted ruins of the old town. It would be inadvisable to go there. As I said, it is haunted. Rumors say that the ghosts of those who died when the dam was closed have risen and seek vengeance. It is hearsay, of course, but still, I would never go there. How could the Great Dam be closed? I'm sorry to say that I do not know, but surely a dam that can be opened can be closed. The engineers and architects must have made some sort of mechanism, but I am just a humble merchant. You should speak to Minister Sheng from the Ministry of Harmony. He would surely know about this than I do. Oh, let's see. I'll be going now. Of course, this humble merchant thanks you for your time. No, thank you.
Will none of you brave the great southern forest?
No, I won't. We'll talk to that guy later. Oh, that's a book stand. I don't want to be interacting with that quite yet. Let's talk to Minister Sheng.
It is not easy to be Minister Sheng. Beset with troubles and doom, and now interrupted by some difficult stranger. But truly, can you not see that I am busy watching my career slide into oblivion? Minister Sheng simply hasn't time for your petty concerns. I have problems of my own.
What are you Minister of?
The Ministry of Harmony, which oversees taxation and execution, usually in that order. But poor Minister Sheng oversees nothing in this dying town. Nothing but failure. This backwater pimple of a town lives off of the lake created by the Great Dam. But the Great Dam is open and the lake is dry. The town is dying. Under my supervision.
Why is the Great Dam open?
I have nary a clue. Unless... very well, you've convinced me to talk. It is dangerous to say anything, but I am a brave man. It was that horrible Inquisitor, Lim. Lim oversees the Lotus Assassin operations in this area. A few weeks ago, he came to town and demanded a key to the ruins. Then his men went up there and opened the Great Dam.
Why did they do that?
Inquisitor Lim has his assassins searching for something, though what it is I couldn't say. Minister Sheng knows better than to stick his nose in the business of the Lotus Assassins. I didn't want the town to panic, so I kept Lim's presence here a secret. Better the peasants think it was ghosts. A much less terrifying idea.
Is there anything else, or is there anything I can do?
Some brave soul must travel through the old ruins, which are absolutely not infested with ghosts, and close the Great Dam. The gate to the ruins is locked, but I have a key. I cannot order or even ask someone to go do this. If the Great Dam closes, the ruins will flood. Various assassins and soldiers will be killed. Not good for my career. But if I happen to lose the key and someone happened to find it, the town could be saved and the problem solved without any sanction from me.
Hey, what did you just give me? Is that a key? Let's go with, is there a reward for doing this?
Not for me, certainly, because I never asked you to do anything, right? Now, I happen to know of a ship's captain down on the waterfront, Ing, I think, who is trapped here. He has a big cargo rotting in his hold. I am sure he would pay a good sum to anyone who could close the Great Dam. Of course, being a stranger, he'd not be able to tell you that you'd need to go through the ruins which lie through the West Gate. Tourists rarely know the lie of the land, you see.
Would you happen to not know anything about flyers while we're at it?
Minister Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperial City. Now pirates use them to raid the countryside. Disgraceful. I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very accommodating. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you.
And the pirates would kill you. Let's see here. I already know where Rue the boatswain is at, but I'll ask anyway. Where can I find Rue the boatswain?
Rue announced 3 days ago that he was going to close the Great Dam, but first he stopped at the tea house for a bowl of wine. As far as I know, he's still there.
I need to find a flyer.
Minister Sheng remembered...
Alright, we already talked about that. Has a fleet of flyers passed by recently?
I recently saw a large fleet of flyers pass by. The Minister Sheng held out hope that they had come to escort him away from this demeaning post and back to the Imperial City. But the flyers never stopped in Tien's Landing. They headed upriver towards the pirates' camp. No doubt they went there to refuel, though where they are now, I could not say.
Alright, let's see here. Let's ask about something else.
The humiliation that a dread and mighty lord such as I should be reduced to answering the questions of simple folk.
Let's see. Need information about the town.
Oh, please, ask away. Minister Sheng, that's Imperial Minister Sheng of the Ministry of Harmony, has nothing better to do than act as your guide to local customs.
There seems to be a lot of drunken sailors around.
A ship was in port when the Great Dam opened and the river drained. Now it is trapped here. The sailors behaved for a time, but now they've gone mad with boredom. I'm sure Captain Ing, down by the pier, would offer you some sort of reward to close the Great Dam and free his vessel. That is what we in the Ministry of Harmony call a hint.
That is awesome. Oh, let's see here. Alright, I need some directions.
Directions? Are you taunting Minister Sheng? This is not the Imperial City. One could hardly get lost in a place like this. Just look around and you'll find what you seek.
Man, this guy's a riot. Tell me the history of this town.
Minister Sheng may be banished to this festering boil of a town, but I refuse to learn anything of its history. There is far too much for me to worry about as it is. Ask your questions of the old fool who crouches on the north side of the square, muttering to himself about the old days.
Already did. Alright, goodbye.
Yes, go and leave Minister Sheng alone to ponder his troubles. Now go close the Great Dam, and I never said that.
Nope, he never said it. I didn't hear him say it. Did you guys hear him say that? Alright. That's going to be it for this one. As always, I hope the guide was helpful, and thanks for watching.